It's been 9 months, Explorer, since I've been to Tokyo DisneySea, and for those of you that have been watching for a while, you know that's a very, very long time for me to be away from the park. So today I'm going to share with you my day returning to Tokyo DisneySea after such a long time. So today's vlog is going to be a little bit different. I'm just going to kind of recapping the day that I had. Kind of a, I don't know, I guess podcast kind of style. By the way, we do have a podcast, and we just celebrated 200 episodes, which is going to be going up very soon. So if you want to listen to our podcast, head on over to tdrexplorer.com/podcast. And it's also called TDR Now. So if you want to go into iTunes or Google Play Music, we're pretty much everywhere. So make sure you go and check it out. I didn't record a lot of video in the park. I was more focused on being in the moment and just enjoying my time there, walking around and everything. I went to Tokyo DisneySea on Friday, and because I'm an annual pass holder, this was the first time, actually the very first day, so August 7th, that they were allowing annual pass holders back into the park. But how that works is you have to enter a lottery, and you pick the days that you want to go, up to 5 days, and then they choose if you get to go or not, and they're doing that until October. So I entered for August, and then there's also for September and October, and I got 3 days in August. Originally it said that your annual pass holders were going to get 1 day, but they ended up giving people multiple days. Some people got 1, some people got all 5, and I picked all DisneySea because in the fine print it said that you're going to get 1 day. So since I've already been to Tokyo Disneyland since it reopened, I thought, well, I'll just increase my chances for DisneySea. Now, if I would have known that there was going to be chances to win multiple days, I probably would have tried to balance it out a little bit, but whatever, I'm not going to complain. As for day tickets, they sell the tickets for a month in advance, which is different than how it's worked before. Before it was 90 days, but now it's a month, and they only sell 1 day tickets, and the tickets are all day or after 11 or after 2 p.m. I know a lot of people have been asking about that, but I do have the information up on our website at tdrexplorer.com if you want to go and check that out. So I went in at 2 p.m. or after 2 p.m. I got there probably closer to 3 o'clock. I had some other stuff I had to get done. And the process was very easy. They have metal detectors now, which I don't know how it's aesthetically, it's not the most pleasing, especially for DisneySea, but it is what it is. And there's the social distancing markers. You get your temperature checked, and going into the park was very seamless. And going in and seeing the aquasphere and hearing the music, that was that was very emotional. I loved it. And once I got in, there wasn't too many people. Obviously, the park has been open for over a month now, so I didn't get to see what the crowds were like before. But for this day, they were lower than any other day I've ever been to DisneySea before, but there was still kind of crowds. The wait times weren't super low for a lot of the attractions. The highest was Soarin'. Soaring's line went from Soarin' through Mysterious Island into Mermaid Lagoon, then looped back through Mysterious Island and started going into the walkway to Port Discovery. And the wait was only an hour. I think the highest I saw was maybe 75 minutes. But because of all the social distancing in the lines, it made for a very, very physically long line. Anyway, I didn't do that. The only thing I rode was Journey to the Center of the Earth. That was the first thing I had to do. And that is a must, absolute must when you go to Tokyo DisneySea. And then I rode Sinbad. You have to ride Sinbad. It's one of those hidden, not so hidden gems. If you ask anyone that's gone to DisneySea, they will tell you, ride Sinbad. You won't be sorry. Well, you might be, because you're going to have that song stuck in your head. And I also rode Nemo and Friends Sea Rider. Nemo and Friends Sea Rider. Cute ride. It only had a 10-minute wait. I rode that near the end of the night, so I wasn't really into doing all the rides, even though the wait times were lower. I just wanted to be outside and just walk around at DisneySea taking pictures and stuff. And I did get to see the one greeting that they do in the Mediterranean harbor. I wanted to get some shots of the transit steamliner going by because I was doing some stuff for Instagram. I know I just contradicted myself. I said earlier I wanted to be in the moment and stuff. I did take some pictures and some video, not a ton though. Then the barge comes out. Mickey and friends are on there and they're waving, and they played the theme song for Tokyo DisneySea. Go on YouTube and look that up. I love hearing that, and they're all in their Tokyo DisneySea outfits. Those are the ones that they usually do the greetings in, which they're not doing right now. So they have this greeting where they're kind of like zipping around on the barge and waving and dancing and all that. That was nice. It was cute. I think that's the kind of greetings we're going to get for the foreseeable future, unfortunately. Is what it is, right? And then also, Duffy and Friends don't appear in that. Duffy and Friends actually come in randomly on the transit steamliner. So for those that don't know what the transit steamliner is, it's a boat steamliner that you get to ride around the park through the waterways. Well, sometimes there's Duffy and Friends on there. They just kind of randomly go by. For those of you that watch other YouTubers and vloggers at like Walt Disney World, at the Animal Kingdom, kind of the same idea, but Tokyo DisneySea did it first, I think. Eating. So I made a reservation for Ristorante di Canaletto, which I think is a very underrated restaurant at Tokyo DisneySea. Now, I sing the praises of Magellan's. Magellan's, I think, is one of the best theme park experiences for dining. I rave about it all the time. I tell everyone, you have to eat at Magellan's. Well, I wanted to do something different because, I shouldn't say I always go to Magellan's. I go to Magellan's once in a blue moon, but Magellan's is a little pricey. It's about, I don't even know offhand. I think like you're going to leave spending maybe 60, 70 US dollars per person. So I wanted to go to Ristorante di Canaletto because I want to sit outside along the canals to watch the Venetian gondolas go by, because I've actually never sat outside in the terrace before. I've always sat inside. And with everything that's going on in the world, I wanted to have a nice meal but sit outside. Just my preference. So I made a reservation the day before, and it was about 4 o'clock or something like that. I went and they asked if I wanted to sit on the terrace or inside. I said I want to sit on the terrace. So they sat me out there, and I got to listen to the Venetian gondolas go by and the music and everything. And it's just like, perfect. You have to do it. It's one of those quintessential DisneySea things you just have to do at least once in your lifetime. It's great. I ended up spending about $45 worth in food. I went and got the special souvenir glass. The drink was a citrus float, so there's blue citrus drink in it. It was fine, tasty, sugary. I did get my 5-cheese pizza, which I'm going to say it. I'm going to make this claim right now. The best pizza at Tokyo Disney Resort is that 5-cheese pizza at Restaurant di Canaletto at Tokyo DisneySea. You make sure you have that. It is delicious. They have 5 cheeses on there, and of course there's blue cheese on it, and there's walnuts on that. So just make sure if you have an allergy, you're not going to be able to get that pizza because it has walnuts on it. And they give you honey. They give you honey to drizzle on top of that pizza, and the crust is so thin, and it's just, my mouth is watering just thinking about it. It's so good. You have to, next time you go, whenever things get back to normal, if that happens, I don't know, make sure you have that pizza. It is delicious. Delicious. Have I said that enough? Get the pizza. After I ate, I just walked around, just taking pictures and everything. I wasn't really in a rush. Walked around, took photos, and it was just very lovely. I did not realize how much I missed that park. And for those that have visited before, you know exactly what I'm talking about. And for those that haven't visited yet, I really do hope you get to visit one day, because it is a phenomenal park. The theming is just so well done. DisneySea and its theming is just like out there. It really is. And I went around, took a lot of pictures, like I said, and I stayed until the bitter end. Like I was pretty much like ushered out. They were slowly getting everybody to go out. And the one thing I didn't do, I was going to buy some stuff, but at the end of the night, there was such a long queue to get into the store, so they're like limiting how many people can go in, and I just did not feel comfortable being around that many people in a store. But with that said, everyone's wearing masks. Like cast members, guests, wearing masks in Japan is a non-issue. So like for me, like obviously that wasn't the issue at all. It's just being in an enclosed space with a lot of people. I just didn't feel 100% comfortable with that. So that's just my personal preference is all. And wearing a mask all day wasn't an issue outside. It was really hot. It was about, what, 34 degrees Celsius? I don't know what that is in Fahrenheit. 90 something? I don't know. But I have the Uniglow mask, the Uniglow Airism mask, and it's very comfortable. No issues whatsoever. I kept hydrated, had my hand sanitizer and everything. So while I was outside, I felt very comfortable. I didn't feel like the park was too packed. They've obviously allowed more people in slowly. There was no point where I felt really uncomfortable. I felt fine. The rides, the queues are socially distanced. The Nemo and Friends attraction, they had empty rows between everyone, and there's empty seats between guests. For Journey to the Center of the Earth, I was in the back of the vehicle and there was 2 people in the front. There was nobody in the middle. So overall, they did such a fantastic job on that. Please make sure to subscribe and like this video, and let me know in the comments below what you miss about Tokyo DisneySea, or what you're looking forward to DisneySea when you're able to visit eventually, which I hope is sometime soon. And I'm really sorry to all of those explorers who had to cancel their trips because of what's going on in the world. So hopefully I can keep bringing you this content to hopefully make you feel a little bit better, bring a little bit of joy into your everyday, because it's tough. I know I have my days too. Not every day is bright and sunny and all that, but we're all just getting through it. That's all we can do. If you want to get more of your DisneySea, Tokyo Disneyland fix, I'll put some videos up here for you to go and check out. So make sure you go and watch those. And we will talk to you next time, explorers.